You walk into a room and people feel it. You speak and people listen. You ask and doors open. Not because you're lucky, but because you've trained your field. Your aura is not fixed. It is flexible. It is shaped by every thought, word, and action. You are always training it, consciously or unconsciously. So train it with intent. Declare every day, I am wealth in motion. I am aligned with abundance. I do not chase, I attract. I release guilt and embrace expansion. Say these not to impress the world, but to reprogram yourself. And finally, trust this. The more you embody wealth, the less you will need to prove anything. You will not need to shout your success. You will not need to flaunt your value. Your aura will speak for you. Train it, strengthen it, respect it, and wealth will respond. You must understand, wealth is not earned by effort alone. If it were, the hardest workers would be the richest. But they are not. And that contradiction should wake you up. It is not sweat alone that unlocks prosperity. It is alignment. You could grind endlessly, run yourself into exhaustion, build businesses, climb corporate ladders, study strategies, but if the signal you're emitting is one of internal poverty, you will sabotage every gain. You will attract betrayal, delays, miscommunication, missed chances. Why? Because your aura doesn't lie. And you may say, but Napoleon, I'm thinking positive thoughts. I'm visualizing success. I'm repeating affirmations. Then I ask you, are you feeling them? You see, this is where most fail. They speak abundance with their mouths, but whisper lack in their nervous system. They chant success in the morning, and by afternoon they are worrying about bills. They meditate for 10 minutes, then spend the rest of the day radiating panic, jealousy, guilt, and scarcity. That is not alignment. That is confusion. And the universe does not reward confusion. It rewards clarity. So let us clarify. Your aura is your emotional default, not your peak state, not your performance on a good day, but your average, your baseline. If you want to train your aura to attract wealth, you must raise your baseline vibration, not occasionally, but consistently. And how do you do that? Through emotional hygiene, through the daily disciplined clearing of mental clutter, through the reconditioning of your beliefs, your emotions, and your habits so they are rooted in truth, not trauma. This means you must remove not just the negative thoughts, but the identity addicted to them. You must kill the part of you that needs to be the underdog, the part that clings to struggle as a badge of honor, the part that equates success with disloyalty to your past. That is the emotional infection blocking your signal. So today, ask yourself, who do I become when no one is watching? What frequency do I return to when I'm alone with my thoughts? What energy do I bring into the room before I even open my mouth? If your answer is anything less than certainty, belief, and dignity, then that is the area that requires your devotion. Now, let's move to a foundational principle, this so simple yet so overlooked. You do not receive what you want. You receive what you believe. Wanting is weak. Belief is powerful. A person who wants success is still anchored in lack. But a person who believes in their success vibrates as if it's already done. And the aura reflects that. It carries the tone of inevitability. That's when people begin to treat you differently. They say, you feel different. They say, something about you has changed. They say, I can't explain it, but I trust you. And they don't even know why. But you know why. It's because you trained your aura to command respect long before you saw results. You became it on the inside before the world could validate it on the outside. And that is the ultimate hack. That is the invisible edge. Now, let me give you a practical law to apply, because philosophy without application is poverty in disguise. Here is the law. Environment is amplifier. Whatever vibration you carry, your environment will amplify it. If you doubt yourself and you're surrounded by complainers, gossipers, and critics, your self-doubt will multiply. But if you begin to rewire your aura for confidence, and you surround yourself with those who speak life, who move with boldness, who operate in conviction, your signal strengthens tenfold. So train your aura by curating your surroundings. Change your space. Change your company. Change your input. If you spend your days consuming anxiety, you will vibrate anxiety. If you soak in success, you will radiate success. Turn your room into a sanctuary of excellence. Fill it with books, symbols, and visuals that reinforce your future, not your fears. Guard your ears from negativity. Protect your mornings from distraction. Reclaim your nights from emotional drama, because every moment is training your field, and your field is training your results.